It's winter now, so you know what that means? Time to complain about the mildly cold weather we have here in the UK! On the whole, we Brits don't deal with hot weather very well. So you'd think that we'd be better with the cold stuff, right? Yeah, not really. While we don't really have air conditioners over here, most houses do have heating, which is nice. And failing that, you can break out the good old hot water bottle. One of the things I've spent my money on this year instead of going to therapy is this really long hot water bottle. It gives me the warmth that I lack from having no human interaction. You remember how I suck with hot weather, right? Well, it's not much better when it's cold. Mostly because the potluck that is genetics gave me something called Raynaud's syndrome. Thanks, Mum and Dad. Just a side note, 99% of the time, I would say that self-diagnosing is not a good idea, but I literally have no idea what else this could be, so I'm fairly certain that's what I have. But yeah, Raynaud's. This means that when my hands, and sometimes toes, get cold, my body freaks out and causes my arteries to spasm and reduces the blood flow to my hands. Oh, that's horrid. Which makes them super numb and turns them white. As if I couldn't already get any whiter. I just realized that this part would be very hard to convey if I still had my old character design. Hooray for having a skin tone now so I can flex on you all with my obscure medical conditions. I've had this ever since I can remember, so I'm just kind of used to it. It's not really that big of a deal. It just means that I can't really build snowmen or have snowball fights for very long until I have to go back inside and literally defrost my hands over a radiator. One perk, it used to do it in school quite a lot, so whenever it happened, I'd get to freak out all the other kids with my dead hands. I don't get it anywhere near as often these days though. Mostly because I'm a social recluse and don't see the sun, but on the rare occasion that I do go outside and it's cold, then it still happens. Wikipedia says that 4% of people have it, which seems very high, so please tell me if you have it. I'm curious, and I want good engagement rates, I mean, what? There's always a lot of changes at this time of year. Wrapping up warm on frosty mornings, the changing colours from all the golden reds and yellows to brown. The early nights, as the sun sets at 4 o'clock and I realise I only have 4 hours of daylight because I wake up at noon and I'm a mess, please help me. Driving past houses in November, looking in all the windows and silently judging people that already have their Christmas trees up. November is too early, it's not natural! The fall of a single snowflake. I'm gonna get so pissed! Addiction. Oh yeah, snow! We're not very good at it! Oh, but a single snowflake sends the entire country into chaos. But an inch or two, and you've got schools closing nationwide, trains are cancelled, flights are grounded. And all while I sit in the comfort of my parents' home and watch the world simultaneously freeze and burn. I'm gonna have to email my boss and tell him I can't make it into work today. Oh wait. I like snow. It hasn't actually snowed for several years where I live though, so I'm sad. Though since I can't really go out in it anyway, maybe that's for the best. I just like to look at it. It sparkles. Wow, this snow is brighter than my future. I still gotta fill this video up some more. What things do people do in winter? Hot chocolate! Do you like hot chocolate? I like hot chocolate, so I'm gonna share with you Lucy's recipe for the perfect hot chocolate. Hot chocolate. Shove a bunch of milk in the microwave, stir in some hot chocolate powder, maybe a bit of sugar if you're feeling naughty, and the most important part, a spoonful of Lindt hazelnut creme in the bottom. I don't think you have that in the US, so sorry. Not sponsored, but maybe it should be because my videos on here keep getting demonetized for no reason and I'm scared for my future. Okay, let's conclude with some more great UK headlines. It's around late October or November every year where you start to see gems like this. UK snow forecast map. Weather chart shows more than 20 centimetres of snow to engulf the UK this weekend. UK to be blasted by snow and torrential rain as monster hurricane hurtles across the Atlantic. UK weather shock map. Britain turns ice blue as huge cyclone brings weekend freezing storm. UK winter weather forecast. Britain braced for coldest winter in 60 years. It's miraculous. I don't quite know how we do it, but every year it seems that the UK has its own little ice age. Definitely not just taking possible forecasts for literal mountain ranges and stretching it to make it sound like it's the whole of the UK. No, sir. Alright, what other seasonal headlines do we have today? Number of pigs in blankets at risk in UK this Christmas. What? Meat industry has proven particularly challenging with the uncertainty of no, that's enough.
You thought I wasn't going to upload again this year, right? Well, no, I snuck one in. Ha. Sorry it took a bit longer than I thought it would. Insert excuse here. Happy New Year for when you see this. I've got some really stupid stuff planned for 2020, so let's do it. Okay, thank you, bye.
There's stuff in the milk. I don't know what's in the milk. Don't like it. Right, I forgot to write this in the script, but I always put like little layers of hot chocolate powder like in between the squirty cream because I have a problem.